Good morning to all traders and welcome to another Markets and Waves video. Stavros Tousios here, and today is March 30th. It is Tuesday and we're definitely going to have a very interesting session. It's the last day before the final day of the month. So we might start getting some moves so that at the beginning of next month we start reversing, or we might even get some reversals tomorrow, which is the last day of the trading month, and that is of course the last day of the first quarter of 2021 as well. So we're probably going to get some big moves today, tomorrow, and probably over the next few days. Now, with that said, we had a interesting move finally in the prices of gold, and I'm happy to say that we could be moving down for the last move on the downside before we start reversing to the upside. And on other currencies as well, you've got euro, dollar, and pound against the yen, which is reaching around 110, very close to. Euro dollar seems prepared to reverse as well. And we're going to have also a look at what's going on with the oil markets and also NASDAQ, which are also in consolidation, are a little bit more of a not a breakout, but a consolidation case, both of them, both NASDAQ and oil. But it's very interesting to see what patterns they are likely to form during this period. Now, I want to start with gold on this trading session. And as I said before, we finally had a break that I've been waiting for a while now. You remember how we were calling this move on the downside, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I've had ABC down over here, W, X, and Y, call it what you want. 1, 2, 3, 4 internally. We're going to get 5 for sub-menu 3, then 4 and 5. And perhaps we can end down at this. This is the lower trend line of the regression channel, ascending regression channel. So would be looking for a double bottom down here, guys, now, because most likely, since we gotten that in, we're going to miss this trend line for the second drop, as we would need to have a break outside the channel, and I don't think we're going to get a break outside the channel. So around 1676 or so, I'm expecting prices to start reversing. And given the current downside structure as well, do note that wave 4 is going to be sharp because wave 2 is not. Okay, so I will be expecting a 3 and 4 and 5, a 3-wave move, and we're pretty much off for a reversal potentially. Dollar yen has had a very good rally, and we talked about the potential move up to 110 and of course higher, since we've relabeled this move as an ABC for wave X. Yeah, relabel the A and the B, I mean, because I was looking for it in a lower A. I think I was looking at an A down here. Obviously with the extension in wave 3, that A works out much better and makes more sense. Now we've got 1 and 2 over here, guys, 3 and 4, and perhaps 5 at around 110, but I'm also looking at 110.80, 90 or so, because it's 161.8 Fibonacci extension of waves A and B, and also the 200 Fibonacci extension of waves 1 and 2, and the 200. Why? Because wave 3 was only 100% of wave 1 and 2, which means that if we're going to have 3 upside waves on the upside, they're equal, pretty much all of them. Just a bit, you know, the 5th wave will be a shy off, of course. This is the reason I also marked the 138.2, just in case, because, you know, we've got 2 equal waves, then it means that the other wave, it's usually the extended one, or it is the smallest one, depending on whether wave 3 is included in the 2 equal waves or not. Okay, so in our case, wave 3 is equal to wave 1. For that reason, we expect wave 5 to be smaller. So 110.80 also is possible, but the 110 is also a very good level to start considering a downside reversal. But the truth is that the signal on the RSI, it's rather a signal for a short-term correction rather than a reversal. So for that reason, we could get prices down here and then a continuation up to around 110.50. Who knows? We've got 1 and 2 in anyway. So this could be like the 3 and the 4 over here, like as an expanded flat, or a running flat. And then we'll get the 5. So now let's jump on US oil. Yesterday we were looking at gold, and we said, well, we're down here, if I'm not mistaken. We were looking at this as a decline, obviously, because it was very impulsive. But that ended as an ABC without a continuation to the downside, which says there is risk to move on the upside. But we were looking at the triangle rather than anything else as an alternative. Now it looks like to me, despite the fact that I still don't like the structure, it looks like to me that the only possible explanation is this is an ABC, like a regular flat, yeah? This is an A, we're gonna get a B and a C, and that is going to be an expanded flat, because look at this, you've got ABC, ABC, we came at 38.2 Fibonacci extension, and then we can go down to 58.16, yeah? And once this is done, then we'll be looking to correct higher again around 62.59 or so, which is a 50 Fibonacci retracement of wave A, and then move all the way down for wave C. So this is what I'm looking, okay? And I'm expecting wave C to be a 5-wave impulse, of course. This is for oil, yeah? Let's go, which ones are left? A euro dollar and NASDAQ. Let's go euro dollar first. If you recall, maybe it was yesterday or last week, maybe last week Friday, yeah. We were looking at this a wave 4 move to end down here, and we were expecting a move on the upside. I'll be honest, I'm not sure I like this move for an impulse. Yeah, but the truth is that if they're both corrective, then the situation here is going to be looking a bit different, because it's going to be like a case where this is 1, 2, 3, we're going to get a 4 and then a 5. And then what that means is that this is not a triangle, okay? It would be a case where this is a W, this is an X, and we're going to get a Y, yeah? So another ABC. And that particular scenario is probably going to bring us lower, and we could go down to 11600 or so for a full retracement. Yeah. However, if that is the case, and as we said before, then most likely this is not going to be wave 4 over here. Okay, it's going to be, you know, it would have ended up here, this move on the upside, and this would be an ABC correction, a WX correction in the minor degree, yeah, and we'll be expecting a double bottom over here in wave 4 around 1600 for a continuation on the upside. Okay. Now, in case, and as I said before, although it doesn't look impulsive, we start moving higher, yeah, that then would mean that over here we've got a leading diagonal, and this is like an ABC, W, X, and Y, and without getting a double bottom over here, yeah, which is pretty near done, would be moving up. But as I said, you know, it's just this move does not really look like we're going to extend higher at the moment. Another leg down and up is possible, but then it would probably ruin our unless if that would be an ABC and then we'll get another ABC, that will be possible for a wave 4. Okay, so another move on the downside, and pay attention to you know, to the trend line, as the RSI and MACD also supporting potentially such a move. And now NASDAQ, guys, we haven't looked at NASDAQ for a few days. Last time we did look at it, we were talking about this ending down here, yeah, as an expanded flat, because it is an expanding flat. It's very simple to see. And we're expecting wave 4 to end down here. But then we started moving like correctively somehow. And then this is also a correction. So with that coming in now, it looks to me like this is an ABC. Yeah. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And over here, we've got an AB, an SC for an A. We could get another ABC, yeah, with a new high and a 161 extension down here for another flat, and then continue all the way up. But guys, this scenario, you know, getting two flats in one W, X, and Y is a little bit unusual, okay? Not to say that in a double scenario, nearly impossible, I would say, but in a triple zigzag, perhaps that would be the case internally or somehow in a different degree. But this most likely is not going to be the case. So what I've been thinking is that this is making more of a sense as a leading diagonal in wave A, okay? And then this is like a wave B. It can be like a triangle, or you can say W, X, and Y, X, and Z, or triple three or something. And then since we've had this move, then we'll be expecting another move on the downside for wave 3 around the 1220 for a double bottom, or we can even break lower, since this is a double 3, and you know prices can be expected to go below that low, of course. Now looking at this short-term signal over here on the RSI, we might get this being rejected at the bottom trend line channel over here, and then continuing lower to support the larger time frame signal over here that we'll get from the MACD. And now the other scenario I've been looking though, guys, is that we ended down here indeed, and this is a leading diagonal over here, which means this is an A, or it could be a 1. Actually, yes, not an A, a 1. Yeah. And this is like a W, X, and Y. That's going to be the 2. And then we'll continue higher up for wave 3. Okay. With, of course, wave 3, you know, breaking the 1392 as the previous all-time high. Okay. Guys, this will be all for the day. If you have an alternative scenario in mind, please do leave your comment on our YouTube section. If you have a question, you can also leave your question on our YouTube section, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Until then we'll speak tomorrow with another video on markets in waves. Thank you for watching, and trade safe.